It's early October and arrived to cooler weather here in Toronto. I had an amazing time at the convention, met quite a few of you guys that already watched my channel there that wanted to attend to listen to the speakers. I had an hour spot on stage to present my, well, you know what? I'm not even going to get into what I was presenting because hopefully you'll go to the 21 studios and watch the video there. At some point, I'll ask Anthony for a copy of it so I can upload it to this channel. Met some incredible people there. Met Rollo Tomasi, masculine style guy, guys in the pickup artistry community, which were very interesting. A guy that was a communication expert, Joe Navarro, who was the FBI profiler that wrote the Dangerous Personalities book. He did a talk on body language. So there was a wide array of very interesting speakers there that were talking to this large audience, which is mostly male. There were a handful of women there that also attended. But one of the themes that came out of this conference was how men are progressively getting weaker and weaker, less masculine, more feminine. They're taking on more feminine traits. A lot of it has to do with feminism, you know, really just going too far, which I'm not going to talk about in this video today. This video is going to be about ultimatums. And it's very well timed because I'm starting to write a book and I've got some notes on it already. And that was one of the areas that I want to focus on. One of my subscribers sent me this article privately through messaging system. I think it came either through Instagram or Facebook. If you guys follow me, you know, there, you probably saw some of the pictures that I posted from the convention. We had a great time. And I hope to see you guys there at the next one. I'm expecting to also go to the next one next season. So let me just throw on the spectacles and I'll minimize my fat ugly head here, get it out of the way. Title of this article is Gamer Dumps His Girlfriend After She Issues Him an Ultimatum. This is on a website called didyouknowfacts.com. So it's a series of screen captures, you know, the bubble screen captures from talking back and forth. I'm going to do this in a funny female voice for her part. She comes out. Now, one of the interesting thing about women is they tend to shit test guys a lot. They like to, you know, play these games where they want to ensure that they've got your full attention. You know, we know that women like our attention and they'll do these tests in these games, often sometimes to monopolize it, or to create this like vacuum so they suck us into it. It's like, you know, they'll often try to shame you. You know, a weaker guy will succumb to it. It sounds something like, well, you don't do this and the other thing, and, you know, man up, and they threaten to take something away. You know, love, sex, time, whatever it might be. And then the guy, if he's weak or weak enough, will usually respond with, okay. And then he'll succumb to it. This guy didn't. This is actually brilliant. So I want to go through this. She says, hey, any plans for tonight? He goes, hey, yep, I've got hockey tonight with the boys, and I think I'm going to chill out with some Destiny before I have to go. What about you? Destiny's a video game. I think it's some kind of online role-playing game where they sort of play in teams, I would imagine. So she responds with a shit test along the lines of, so, I take it we're done here. He says, well, that depends. Are you okay with how I choose to spend my free time and that it's important to me that I have my me time? Fairly straightforward, guys, right? I just don't think that you should be wasting your life away on a stupid video game. Well, would it be better for me to waste my time on something I enjoy or on someone who is going to give me ultimatums? I love that. I'm going to get into the difference between covert and overt communication with women after I finish this thread, but it's so brilliantly placed. Tension continues. I just don't get why you would choose a video game over me. Ladies, as Bill Burr would say, if a guy wants to play a video game, he's not choosing it over you. It's part of his interest, his passion, what he likes to spend his free time with. You like shoes, handbags, and shopping? Guys like video games. Get over it. He responds, because if you think it's only about a game, then you really don't see the problem. She responds with, then explain it to me. Because I have friends that I only get to hang out with on the game, friends that I've had for some time now. It's more than just a video game. It's how I choose to relax, a part of me, and if you can't accept that, then there's no future here. So he basically says, look, this is me, this is my life. If you don't like it, pound sand. I love that. He's not being a dick. He's being to the point. I value my time, and if you don't let me value my time, then I have no time for you, basically, is what he's saying. I've talked about, you know, managing energy in my videos. Let me just maximize this for a second. I've talked about managing energy in my videos before with the amount of fucks that you have to give on certain things. And, let's use a video game component. Let's say that, your life bar on a video game is like this. You have 100%. You take a few hits, and then your life comes down. So you only have energy to give to a certain number of things. Let's say today I'm picking up my daughter from school. Got to pick her up. Got to make sure she does her homework, help her with that, feed her, snack her, make sure she's got a bath. If she's got extracurriculars, deal with that, sort of thing. So I only have so much energy to allocate. Let me just maximize this again because you don't need to see my hands. So he doesn't need to justify to her where he wants to allocate his energy, aka his fucks, and he's managing his energy and his fucks accordingly and letting her know that that's a line in the sand that she can't cross. So this is a brilliant way to respond. This should be a lesson for all men. It's classic. Anyway, explain it to me because I have my friends, went over that part. So she's basically calling his friends fucking nerds on the internet. She says, wow, you're seriously going to choose some fucking nerds on the internet over someone that you would actually get to hang with. So she's implying that her time is more valuable than his time doing the things that he likes. And Erie pointed to that earlier on. He responds, wow, you're seriously still not getting what this is about. He's not being a dick. He's not swearing at her. He's not making any disparaging comments. He's actually taken a very logical and rational approach to responding to this nonsense. Then explain it to me better. Hello? I love it when women do that. Hello? When you don't respond to their text, as if you don't respond within their timely fashion within seconds or minutes to it coming in, that, you're getting the shit test again. Anyway, the dramatic exchange kind of slows down, I suppose. He says, listen, I don't have time to explain why I don't have time to explain. What the fuck? That doesn't even make sense. Here, take this. And gives her a screen capture of this, I don't know, I guess this game from the game rifle or something. He says, it's going to be rough out there. All ends are beginnings. Like he's given her like a little, hasta la vista baby sort of like treat to take with her. She responds, are you fucking serious right now? Fuck you. I love this guy. Anyway, here's a couple of notes. I just copied and pasted them in a Word doc because I don't want to reveal exactly what I'm working on with this book that I'm putting together. But ultimatums are a declaration of complete powerlessness. Because you're resorting to a direct threat, you overtly confess your weak position. Now, where's my book here? Here it is. Let me just hang on, go here. This should be linked in the description of the video. It's called The Tactical Guide to Women, and it's how men can manage risk in dating and marriage and that sort of thing. It's written by a clinical psychologist, and he's taken all of his experience over the years, and he's basically distilled it, and he said, these are the high drama, high risk women that you can get involved with. These are the low drama, low risk women. These are the more desirables. This is the riffraff. Well, we should say desirables up here, riffraff down here. So one of the archetypes, one of the types of women that he points to are these types that are Machiavellian, that try to manipulate you with these tactics, with these shaming tactics. Like, I can't believe you'd rather hang out with fucking nerds, is what she said, than hang out with me. I would personally rather do the same thing as what he's doing as well. You have the choice to give your energy and fucks to these types of women, or you can choose to ignore them. You overtly confess your weak position. Let's carry on here. If a woman was in a position of control, it wouldn't be necessary to result to any kind of ultimatum, like, i.e. marry me or I'm gone, or else, or spend time with me or I'm gone, or I guess we're done here, like she did. So, I tip my hat to this guy for not succumbing to her nonsense, her game playing, her shit tests, as we should call it with the ultimatum. This is a classic, a brilliant example of handling ultimatums. If you guys, are on social Reddit discussion boards, share this, let other guys see it. It's a very important message, poignant, and it displays in a very, very clear fashion an excellent way to deal with these types of ultimatums and these games that women play. I hope you guys got some value out of this video, as I did, reading through it.
All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the Courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.